Maayong adlaw sa inyo tanan. Hi everyone and hello to all the pageant fans all over the world, the universe rather, and to my new subscribers and returning viewers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this episode right now and you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Help me to grow this channel and to reach a milestone here in YouTube simply by clicking the subscribe button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a beautiful day in the universe. So for today's episode here in my channel, I'll be sharing with you guys my overall pageant insight about the finale or the coronation day of Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Let's start with today's episode with the overall production of Miss Universe Philippines 2020. And I'm sure that you guys suddenly miss the weather and the beautiful place of Baguio City. I love how they featured everything about Baguio City. And Congressman Eric Yap is such a cute daddy. I hope, Congressman, that you can also welcome me in Baguio City anytime soon. I'm just kidding. No, I just want to tell you guys that I just really appreciate everything about Baguio City and sobrang ganda ng Pilipinas. This is the opening song sung by Jessica Sanchez. To be honest, I love it. It's very pleasing to the ear. And after all, it's Jessica Sanchez. Next is the opening dress. I'm not complaining. I love it. It's close to Sherry Hill, like the one that we always see in Miss Universe Beauty Pageant. But sana, iniba-iba yung cut na lang ng dress. Kahit pare-pares ng design, basta iba-iba ng cut. Parang mas magandang tingnan. Next is the opening number. I love it that they were able to perform on the stage kahit na, we need to follow health protocols. But all I can say is hindi naman ako na-bore sa opening number nila. And maybe, maybe it's the song of Jessica Sanchez. Kaya medyo hindi ako na-bore. But overall, for the opening number, I love it. Compared to Binibining Pilipinas, mas hype nga lang ang production ng Binibining Pilipinas. But then again, I'm not complaining. I really appreciate the effort of Miss Universe Philippines, having the opening number, despite the current situation that we have in the country right now. Now, let's talk about the stage design. It was amazing for me. It was really, really amazing. Medyo nababaan lang ako sa mga LED lights. Is that LED lights? I'm not sure. Please correct me on this one. Okay sa akin yung stage. It was super nice. Very vibrant ng color. Hindi rin madilim yung pailaw or the lightings, hindi madilim. Unlike sa Binibining Pilipinas, so still a good job for Miss Universe Philippines. Next is the sash of Miss Universe Philippines 2020. If you're not new in my channel, you knew for a fact that it's actually one of my expectations to see a font, a design that's exactly like the Miss Universe sash, and finally it happened. Kaso medyo nasad ako sa mga sash ng mga runners-up because it's not really beautiful or it's not really pretty. Sana ginaya na lang natin sa Miss Universe Thailand yung mga runners-up nila, like this design compared to this one, our sash. But then again, ayoko namang sabihin na hindi ako masyadong appreciative sa mga bagay-bagay, but having the sash that says Miss Universe Philippines, the same font, same design as what we always see in Miss Universe Beauty Pageant, that's enough for me. I am so happy. Now let's talk about the pageant format. So from top 16 semi-finalists, opening statement, competed for swimsuit and evening gown round, then the final 5 for the top 5 semi-finalists. First, let's talk about the top 16 semi-finalists, and I am very happy because 11 out of 16 of my prediction were able to make it as part of the semi-finalists or the top 16. Next is the opening statement. This is not the one that I'm expecting when it comes to opening statement. I'm thinking that it will be like the normal opening statement that we always see in Miss Universe Beauty Pageant, that each semi-finalist will have their personal message that they want to share to the world. But this time, it's really different in Miss Universe Philippines 2020. You need to have a statement based on the question that was asked at you. So it's really a different thing. And for me, advantage to ng magagaling sa question and answer. Like Miss Bohol, Cavite, Quezon City, Cebu City. It's not even a challenge for them anymore. And it will really be a challenging one for Eliza Malinaw. We all know that. Next is the swimsuit competition. I love their swimsuits, especially the one piece. And the color white is very refreshing. What I don't really appreciate is, what do you call this one? Is it like yung parang jacket with feather, something like that? And sobrang hindi ko siya gusto. It's very distracting for me. Next is evening gown competition. I noticed that it was only Miss Aklan who did not change her long gown in the finals. Second, I really appreciate Eliza Malino for wearing Filipino terno. Same thing with April Smith. Mas kinabugma na siya ni April Smith when it comes to the shoulder part. When it comes to Michelle Gumabao's gown, I appreciate the gown that she used in the finals night compared to her preliminary, evening. Next is Pauline Ameling's Miss Bohol. I just noticed that the kind of gown that she used during the finals night was just like her preliminary gown. Nagkaiba lang ng kulay. And I also want to give a feedback because I am not really so sure bakit ganun yung style ng gown na sinuot ni Pauline Amelings. But, I think mas better sa kanya yung hindi ganun kakapal na kind ng tela or design ng gown because it's not really complementing her body physique. Yun lamang po. Next is Billie Hawkinson. She's like wearing a kabaya. I love the style, I love the color, it's really different, and yeah, as what I've mentioned, she's like, wearing a kabaya. Next is Miss Parañaque. Miss Parañaque literally show us all how to be a royalty in her royal blue gown, and I love it. So who stood out for me during the swimsuit and evening gown round? I have to give it to Eliza Malino. She had the flawless walk during the swimsuit competition, and she showed so much class in her white terno. And Eliza Malino really showed us all how to do it in the runway. Next is the top 5 semi-finalists, and I'm happy because 3 out of 5 of my prediction were part of the top 5 semi-finalists. The top 5 semi-finalists were asked 2 questions. First question was a question handpicked by them. Second question is the final question. Now I want to share with you guys my opinion regarding this matter. I have to say that it could have been better, sana, that, after answering the handpicked question by these candidates or contestants, sana, nag-deliberate na sila who will be part of the top 3 semi-finalists. In that way, it's really the Miss Universe format. But then again, it's still okay with me. I don't see any problem with that at all. It's just so happen na parang mas exciting sana if ever na ganun yung nangyari during the entirety of the program. Now, with the final question was, where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? This is basically the bottom of the question. I have to say that Quezon City, Bohol, Iloilo, and even Parañaque answered the question correctly. Unlike with Billie Hawkinson, the question was, where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? But she answered more about herself, not pertaining to the stand of the beauty pageants in this time of crisis. So sana yung sinagot niya is somehow related sa tanong, like how Quezon City, Bohol, Iloilo, and Parañaque addressed, the question. Maybe that's the reason bakit siya naging 4th runner-up. And with Miss Parañaque, I love how she answered the question. I so love, that she's very composed up until the end of the competition, and she's very relaxed. She's very articulate, and she's very eloquent, especially when she answered, the handpicked question by her. It was very smooth. She's very spontaneous. Not really a surprise at all, but I like how, Parañaque performed during the top 5 Q&A. And with Michelle Gumabao, well, I just want to be fair with Michelle Gumabao. She answered the question correctly. But the first question, the handpicked question, medyo, it's not really relatable. I just have to say that. And with Miss Hawkinson, Billie Hawkinson, I feel so sad because hindi siya si Billie Hawkinson na naobserbahan ko for the past few days. I'm not so sure what really happened to her. Maybe it's because, she felt so nervous and all that, kaya masyadong hindi connected yung mga sagot niya Now let's talk about Rabiya Mateo. To be honest with you guys, I really admire her bravery, especially when she answered the first question or the handpicked question, because she shared to everyone her political views or what she believes in. It's very relatable to everyone. But if given a chance to edit her answer, I will omit and change some words as part of her, answer. So this is her answer to the first question, and this is the edited one that I prefer. I am not an English teacher. I am not major in English, but for me, I think mas okay pa rin na yung sagot mo is very brief, but the meaning was still there. And the power to end it was also there. So let me read it to you, the one that I edited. If I will be given the chance, I will use the face of Miriam Defensor Santiago. I admired her because she used her knowledge, her voice to serve the country. And I want to be someone like her who puts her heart and passion into action. After all, she is the best president that we never had. So if given the opportunity to change it, I'll change it into this, because for me it's much shorter, but the meaning or the power of her answer is still there. So that's just all about it. I just want to share with you guys that her original answer was really amazing. It was really strong and powerful, but with the edited one, parang for me, mas masarap pakinggan, mas maiksi, pero the same lang naman sila ng meaning. I just want to share with you guys that we can actually remove some, words or omit some words na hindi naman importante. And I think that's what she needs to focus on. Sabi ko nga, with my past Real Talk episode about Rabiya Mateo, she needs to make sure that her answer will be brief but in a comprehensive way. Because sometimes, yung answer niya is okay na. But then again, sobrang haba, nawawala tuloy yung power nung sagot na kahit nakuha na nasa umpisa pa lang. And I think that, that is the thing that she needs to focus on. Her delivery, kung paano i-deliver ng maayos yung kanyang sagot. Proper pause, diction, intonation is also very important. But for me, she really needs to practice on how she can deliver her answer in a brief but comprehensive way. I'll, still stick to that. But overall, it was a great performance of Rabiya Mateo. Although Billy Hawkinson, my final prediction who will win Miss Universe, did not happen. I feel sad about Billy Hawkinson because it was not really Billy Hawkinson yung nakita ko during the top 5 question and answer portion. I don't know what really happened. And sabi ko nga, with my last episode with Anthony C, ang sabi ko nga is, our predictions can still, change depending on how these girls, will really perform during the finals night. I'm happy for Rabiya Mateo, and I'm sure that your province is very proud of you. This has been an amazing experience for me. I have to say that those sleepless nights and less hours of sleep is all worth it because I have you guys here in my channel. I want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you who supported me right from the very start. I started doing this pageant reviews, and to my new subscribers and returning viewers, thank you so much as well for spending your time with me. I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching this episode. Always remember to stay kind because you can never go wrong with kindness. I love you all.